today we are going to start with cost accounting, that is part B of your syllabus. First of all, I have mentioned all the topics here, the 5 topics which are to be covered under cost accounting. First is costing and aid to management, which is basically a theoretical topic which has a few different subheadings to let you know that how costing helps the management. Next is general principles of cost accounting. This is also a theoretical topic which has 5 very basic general principles of cost accounting. Next is cost analysis, concepts and classification. This will be your base that how you are going to make the cost sheet. So after cost sheet, the practical questions you will be doing EOQ, that is economic order quantity. So let's begin with the first topic, which is costing and aid to management. So as you can see from the name, how is costing going to help what? Management. Costing management की help कैसे करेगा? There are certain basic functions of costing that how it assists the management in going further. So the very first part, the management needs to perform 3 very basic activities which are planning, is number 1, number 2 is decision making, and the third one is controlling. So these are the basic functions which the management performs. And now how these functions of planning, decision making and controlling will help the management with respect to cost to solve the various problems. So firstly, what is planning? Planning is basically deciding in advance what to do and how to do the things. So looking ahead and already deciding in advance would help the management to control the various costs which are unwanted. The next is decision making, which so first of all, let's begin with the theoretical topics, that is costing as an aid to management and general principles of cost accounting. The first topic is costing and aid to management. So by this we mean that how costing is going to help management. अब management की help कैसे करेंगे? See, there are very basic functions of management which the management performs on the daily basis. There are 3 major functions which are, number 1 is planning. So this is a function of management. By planning we mean that deciding in advance what to do, how to do, and the job is done by whom and all those things. So planning is basically deciding in advance for future, being prepared for future. So how costing helps the management in deciding in advance? It helps So let's begin with topic 1, that is costing and aid to management. This basically means how costing is going to help. Aid means help. Who? Management. How costing is going to be helpful for the management. First of all, we have to remember that what were the functions of management. We did already planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling, but the functions which are most important on the basis of cost, let's do it. First one is planning. So here in cost, which planning is required? Planning in advance about the future. Planning in advance that which activities needs more of the importance, which activities needs more of the budget. Are we going to buy any asset or not? All those functions are the part of planning and planning in advance and deciding that how we are going to perform our activities in future to manage our costs. Next is second is decision making. So decisions are regarding fixation of price, or maybe which projects needs to be continued or which projects needs to be stopped, so that these various decisions will decide on that your cost is going to increase or decrease in near future. Next, controlling. So now what is controlling? Controlling is basically the comparison. Comparison of what? Comparison of things that we have already done in planning, and now in controlling we are going to actually see that is there any results or not. Like we are comparing our actual performance with the planned performance, that is controlling. So in controlling we need to see that as we have planned about our costs, are the costs being applied in the same format or not? Are we going to pay the labor on the basis of the job done? Or in controlling we will be figuring out various deviations. What? Deviations. By deviations it means that while we are comparing our actual performance with the standards set. Once we have set our standards for something, that is the part of planning, the setting standards. Now we are going to compare our actual performance with the standards set. So if there is any difference, in the actual performance and the standard set. For example, we have planned to manage our cost till rupees 100, but in actual performance our cost increased to rupees 120 or maybe 150 or anything. So you have to see that why this deviation is coming. The management, with the help of costing, looks up that how we can control certain deviations. That is the meaning of controlling, and taking the remedial actions required. So these are the three functions of management which the cost overlooks, and now we are going to do the extension of these three functions. So the very first one will be classification and subdivision of cost. So now the next step is, after we have already made our plans, we have decided how much to invest, and we have controlled the deviations. Now we need to see that how in these three processes the cost performs the certain activities so that these three functions and all the other functions of management are lined up. So the first thing is classification and subdivision of cost. By this we mean that we need to classify the cost. Classify the cost on the basis of, there are three basics of classification of cost, that is material, labor and other expenses. Now we know that all the sum of cost is going to be under material, labor or other expenses. These are the three overheads in which the cost is going to be classified. Now what subdivision means? Subdivision means subdividing the all the three basic things, materials, labors and other expenses. How you will subdivide that, what is the direct material, what is the indirect material, and so on, dividing for the both of others as well. This is classification and subdivision of cost, which helps the management in deciding that which costs, under which category we are going to invest more, and which cost is going to increase or decrease in near future. After the classification, so after this classifying, you need to decide that how to control material, labor and other expense. So once you have already classified your cost, you have subdivided your cost, the division is already done. Now you need to see that which cost needs to be controlled. Either the material needs to be controlled, labor or other expenses. If the material needs to be controlled, you need to overlook the fact that is the whole market going up regarding your materials, or your particular vendor have raised the charges for your raw material. So what is the fact behind the increase of cost of raw material? How you need to control that? This is all decided under the control of material, labor and other expenses. After this, the next will be business policies or budgeting. By this we mean that how much budget is set up for investing in. See, we already know that government also sets the various different budgets for different things. Similarly, the management with the help of costing sets budgets and make the business policies. Which business policies? Policies like, do we need to invest in a new project? Do we need to reduce the cost by discontinuing with the ongoing project we have, or do we need to spend in any another asset or not? So these kind of things, which are the business policies, so they are budgeted up in line with the help of costing, and that's how we can decide that which policies needs to be adopted in the near future. Next after this will be standards for measuring efficiency. So standards for measuring efficiency is same as controlling or setting up the deviations. By setting up deviations, we mean that we have to overlook that do we need to change our planning process to reach the further standards is set, or do we need to continue with the same plan. So the standards for measuring efficiency tells us that how much efficient we are in our cost. After this, the next will be, after standards of measuring efficiency, the last topic will be the optimum utilization of resources. So by optimum utilization, we mean that maximum utilization of. So these are the 5 subdivisions that how we can classify and subdivide the cost, how we can control the material, labor and other expenses. That is the classification part. Next is the business policies, setting up budgets for the next plans, and standards for measuring efficiency. We need to set certain standards to measure that we are performing efficient activities or not. Next is optimum utilization of the resources.